Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a good week last week and all that jazz. Thanks for tuning in to the Monday Grind and kicking your week off with some extreme music. We got some nice stuff for you today as well. We got 8 bands, I think it is, to check out today. So let's get straight into it. First band we like, King PARROT, and they Get What You're Given. Here we go. Vocalist really gives it. Sick. Killer. Man, I always love it when you get a live video, but with the actual recording. So you get kind of the best of both worlds to see them live, see all their gear, see their performance. These guys really give it, especially the singer as well, man. All the veins in his neck and the muscles in his neck absolutely going mad. But yeah, it's absolutely sick to see both those elements in the one kind of package, you know, so super dope. Love the bass in this one as well. Really cut through the mix in a great way. And that's probably the crustiest Rickenbacker I've ever seen. Most people who've got those cherish them. That guy gives it a proper workout. Sick. This is a band called Lesser Animal, who I don't recognize the name, so I think they're new to the channel and need more subscribers. This is Deadbolt featuring Chris Colohan. Here we go. Dope. Another great mix on this one here. All the members of the band, super nice. Coming through with a heaviness, but with a clarity as well, so you can hear every member of the band, hear that ride tinging through the mix in such a great way. What I love about grindcore bands as well is with the videos that we get, they're not always just a live video or something like that. We quite often and regularly get animated videos, these kind of puppet videos, claymation and all of that weird stuff, kind of just weird animation styles. And it's really creative still from these kind of bands, you know, they're not just all the same kind of in a dusty barn video or in an old garage or something, which a lot of bands kind of, you know, that's all you'll ever see them do. You get really creative and videos that take friggin' ages to make with the animation and stuff like that for just, you know, a couple of minute tracks. Really, really cool. This is our friend Blessed by Vomit, and it's got Obesity. Here we go. That's a lot of weight. Winner that one. Crystal and everything. There you go. Cool one. Love to hear what they're doing. This is a new friend to the channel, HORSEBASTARD. This is Old Testamentality. Here we go. Sick band. This band just reminded me of the good old days, mathcore, emo violence, power violence, and all that rolled into one. Just a craziness. Love it. This is our good friends, 492 CABINA del Terra, which is actually Puteris Rex as well. This is KIRÂ. We love these guys. Let's check them out. Basses just kick ass nowadays. Really kind of just loose. Some would describe it as sloppy, but that's generally kind of a bad term, but sloppy in a good way, just loose and drunk and jangly, and just these guys are never to the grid, you know. They're, as a band, they feel the timing and they work with it together in that way, but you'll never see these guys quantized and every hit on the grid and things like that, because it just wouldn't work with this kind of music. It would sound stale. It would lose that looseness, that drunken edge that these guys have got to their music, and I'm sure have got to their lifestyle as well. But yeah, man, it's some of the, if every band nowadays was to work to the grid in their DAW and quantize everything, this music would disappear because it needs that looseness to breathe within the music. Sounds absolutely dope. This is Endorphins Lost, who again, I think is a new band to the channel. Don't recognize the name. Again, need some subscribers, so welcome to the channel. This is from 2 years ago though. It says Fear Him. Let's check it out.
With the long
Is that the end of it? We were just getting going. I didn't realise it was only 47 seconds long, this one. I thought that was basically just the intro to the track. Man, I love a bass roll in any music. Just sounds sick to just go doom. Really amazing. Well, hopefully these guys have got a bit more for us to listen to than 47 seconds from 2 years ago. Let's have a quick look on their channels while we're at it. No, that's all they've got up there. So maybe it didn't work out for these guys. I'm not too sure, but at least we got a cool music video out of them for that anyway. This is Victim of Fire, which again, I think is a new band to the channel on Grind War. One End is the name of the track. Oh, this one's a longer one with some blackened D beat, which I thought we'd give a bit of extra time to because we don't see that too often. It's a great genre, so here we go. Shout out to bassists. 3 weeks in a row, they've actually just killed it for us. Loved everything about this one. Super quick 3 minutes for me. It might as well just have been another minute track. For me, that one got straight into it. Wicked sound, wicked drumming, wicked blackened edge to this music. You can add blackened to pretty much any other genre. Even though it's its own genre, black metal, it can be part of any other genre, and it just brings the darkness, the evilness, the great vocal style, and just, you know, just shifts whatever genre you add it to, just to the dark realm, you know, and it just sounds so sick. So absolutely love it. I'd love to hear more and more of this stuff on the Monday Grind and just in general, because blackened hardcore edges is something we've heard a bit of, and we try and catch it whenever we can, but don't feel it has been fully realised or rinsed out as much as it can. Here's our friend Poorly Crafted music videos with a band called Pretty Mouth with Void, mathcore band, Math Grind. That's what we love to hear. Let's give them a spin. Okay. Again, another nice drunken loose edge to this music as well. Sludgy. Sounded absolutely great. Love the mix on it again. Could hear all the members of the band. Super nice, man. The last few weeks, and particularly last week as well, I really enjoyed last week's show. I went and watched it again myself a couple of times. I just thought the bands we had on were so great, but they just represented modern music and modern mixes in such a great way. And what I could talk about and stuff in that video was really, really cool about how, you know, just modern music hits the ears in such a different way, in such a heavier, louder way. But today we just had a bunch of wicked bands on with great mixes, not necessarily that super loud in your ears, can't believe how loud this music is, but just where you can hear every member of the band, every drum hit comes through with the clarity, all the cymbals sound super, the vocal sits in there great, it's thick and loud and distorted, that bass comes through, and every band's had a section for the bass, whether it's in the intro or a drop down section or something like that, to just bring all of that stuff through so that every member of the band gets a chance to shine through the mix. It's not just guitars and drums and a guy shouting over it and making as much noise as they can. It's a band where every band member gets a section and a reason to be there, rather than just, yeah, you're there to fill out the low end, you're there just to create riffs. You know, everyone's there for really like different reasons and to bring in their own stamp to the band. It's so dope. Every band sounds amazing nowadays, pretty much. Even the ones that sound a bit crappy compared to back in the day still sound really pretty good. So there you go. Never a better time to listen to this kind of music. I say that every week, but it's true every single week. So I hope you've enjoyed the bands this week. We haven't got anything else lined up at the moment, but if you want to get your band on the channel, send them over, get everything on the website. But yeah, hope you have a great week and all that jazz. We'll see you next Monday. Cheers. Bye.